The psychology of people who cry easily. If you cry easily, science says you have something most people never develop. And it's not what you think. Let me explain. If you're someone who cries easily during arguments, sad movies, or even when you're overwhelmed, I want you to hear this. Crying easily isn't a sign of weakness. Music, in fact, psychologists say it reveals something most people never develop. Today, we're breaking down the science behind emotional tears, music, and what they really say about your mind. Growing up, many of us were told, music, stop crying or be strong. But here's the truth. Humans are the only species on the planet that shed emotional tears. Think about that. Nature literally built us to express emotion through tears. So if you cry easily, it's not because you're fragile. It's because your emotional system is working exactly the way it was designed. Let's break this down in simple, music terms. Psychologists point to 3 major factors that make some people more tear-prone. First, stronger emotional processing. People who cry easily tend to process music feelings more deeply. Your brain, especially areas like the amygdala and the interior music cingulate cortex, is more sensitive to emotional changes. That means you notice emotions faster and feel them more intensely. It's not a flaw, it's emotional awareness. Second, higher empathy levels. Research shows that people who cry easily often have her empathy. You don't just observe emotions, you absorb them. It's why you tear up during movies or when someone else is hurting. Your brain literally mirrors their feelings. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're in a meeting and someone shares a struggle. While others nod politely, you feel it. Music, your eyes water. You might think, why am I like this? But here's what's actually happening. Your brain is building a bridge to that person. You're not just hearing their words. You're experiencing their reality. And that's the foundation of trust, music, connection, and influence. Third, a more responsive nervous system. Some people have a naturally more active parasympathetic nervous system, which triggers tears as a form of emotional release. This isn't weakness. It's a biological reset. Tears help your body calm down, reduce stress hormones, and return music to balance. Crying is not losing control. Crying is your body restoring control. There's also something most people don't know. Psychologists have found that people who cry easily often have higher authenticity, stronger emotional, music bonds, better stress regulation, greater long-term resilience. Yes, people who cry may struggle in the moment, but because they process emotions instead of music suppressing them, they actually cope better over time. You're not too sensitive. You're emotionally tuned in, and that's a strength. Let's talk about something powerful. People who cry easily are often the ones who feel deeply, care deeply, connect deeply, love deeply, notice the small things, understand others intuitively. These are qualities of leaders, helpers, creators, and visionaries. They are also the people who change the atmosphere of a room because they feel what others miss. Society might label sensitivity as weakness, but music, psychology tells us it's emotional sophistication. Here's where this becomes powerful for your personal growth. Emotional intelligence, music, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage emotions, is one of the strongest predictors of success. Not IQ, not talent, emotional intelligence. And people who cry easily, you're already halfway there. You recognize emotions instantly. You understand them deeply. The only missing piece is learning to channel that sensitivity into decision, communication and leadership. Think about it. The best leaders aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who feel deeply and act wisely. Your tears aren't holding you, music, back from growth. They're the foundation for it. Now, this part is important. Crying easily isn't always emotional. Sometimes it's physical. Dehydration, stress, hormonal shifts, personality traits like high sensitivity, and even over stimulation can all make tears come faster. That doesn't make you broken. It makes you human. And if you've ever thought, why can't I be tougher? Here's a reframe. Maybe he world doesn't need you to be tougher. Maybe the world needs the version of you that feels fully. So, if you're someone who cries easily, don't apologize for it. Your tears are not a flaw. They're a sign that your heart is still open, your empathy is still alive, and your humanity is intact. And honestly, that's rare. If this message made you see music, yourself differently, hit the like button so the platform shows it to more people who need to hear it. Comment below if you cry easily. I'd love to hear your story. And if you want more psychology-based videos like this, make sure to subscribe. Feeling deeply is a superpower.